people? My name is Zach Downey. Today we're talking about the VANS Classic updated shoe, but before we get into all of that, the details of the shoes, I've been skating in for about 2 months now, so we've definitely put them through a little bit of an R&D and some, have some feedback on them. But before we get into that, I'm super hyped because I got a package in the mail today from Adored Skateboards. That is Corey Duffel's new board company, and inside is an 8.5. So before we jump into the VANS and how they've been holding up for the course of 2 months, let's open this new board. Got the personal touch to you. I really admire and love that. That's why you support the companies that you really like, the skateboarders that you like, the brands that you really like. So shout out to Corey Duffel for starting his new endeavor, Adored Skateboards. Now the debate is if I want to hang this or put it on my wall. I think this would be really good in my office. I've been trying to up my decor game in the office, so maybe you guys can be the decider. Let's go see where I would put it. So as you can see, I have one board on this wall over here on the left side, Chris Lurkville board, one of the homies. Now the Duffel board might go on the other side. That's where I was thinking it would work, because it's kind of, symmetrical. Trying to up the game, like I said, in my office. It's a pretty small space, but I might do like a little tour of the house and upgrades, because I bought our house about 2 years ago and pretty much changed everything. So let me know as well if that's something you want to see. But let's jump into the details of these VANS and how they've been treating me. All right, so let's talk about these VANS and what I think so far. And there's supposed to be a whole updated shoe. I'm not gonna go too much into like the whole marketing, everything that they pushed. I actually did do an initial review right when I got these shoes. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check that video out. I did a lot more skating. This is kind of more of like my thoughts after a lot of skating. That was kind of like my initial thoughts, and I think my review has changed, shifted. To be honest, what I loved about these shoes right away is that they were really easy to break in, and I'll get into like the caveat to that. And I guess we'll just talk from like the bottom of the shoe and go up. We'll just go from there. So they said that the the waffle grip, their famous VANS waffle grip, is supposed to be like 50% stronger or something. There's some more marketing around that, and like I think it is deeper. That's what it seems like. It seems like it is deeper. I wouldn't say it's grippier or, I don't know, more durable. I don't think that's the right word to use. It feels like there's just more of the fabric. So like maybe it'll last longer if you're dragging your heel a lot, if you're filming, or if you're just bombing hills. That'll definitely work to your advantage. It feels like there's just more sole, but it doesn't feel like it's stronger or I guess like different technology. It just feels like it's more material, if anything. Then as you go up, I really didn't rip anything too fast. Like I started ripping some of the sides, some of the the wave logo started ripping, and I did get some sort of just minor damage on this side, kickflip spot, but I'm not doing a lot of flip tricks, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I'm just not flipping my tricks like the average skateboarder is, but as you can see, this came up pretty quick. So like I was saying a second ago, I broke them in really quick. That was nice. I was able to skate them right out of the box, and like I didn't have that like stiff shoe feeling, which I do appreciate. I don't really like the stiff shoe feeling, but the caveat to that is that they got floppy really quick. Like within 2 weeks, they were kind of already like not as structured, not as strong, and I try to like really preserve them too. I didn't like skate them right off the bat. I ended up like just kind of working them a little bit, trying to use them as like a nicer shoe, and then slowly skated them. And then as soon as I started skating them, they really did just lose their structure fairly quick. But that's not to say they didn't hold up, because they have held up really good. The difference on these shoes, I paid like about $65, so I don't think they were much more than the classics, maybe $10 to $20, depending if you're shopping online or your local skate shop. But if we're gonna say overall, I would not buy these for the more expensive price now that I've skated them. I don't think they're really worth it. I didn't feel like I got more out of the buck per se. I think they're just as good as the other shoes. There might have been a little more durability in the sole, but overall on the top, everything else, it's the same shoe practically. The one thing I do like about it is it has these straps in the tongue, and the tongue did stay up
you know, in between under your laces a lot better, where some of the classics, the tongue does kind of like fall to the side. That's just like an annoying thing, but I don't think it was really like of a performance thing. Somebody mentioned like the Vans are about a 10% upgrade, like this specific upgraded model is like a 10% upgrade from the original shoe, which I think is a very fair review, because I think also you don't want a super, you know, different shoe. People are so used to what they have already bought and skated by Vans consumers, so obviously they didn't want to change it too much because that would have thrown people off. That is definitely a fair thing to mention as well. But you know, Vans are a pretty good shoe. Overall, I wouldn't buy this model again. I'll definitely be buying some Vans again. I'll probably just stick to the classics or maybe half cab, something like that. I saw some Americas recently I really want to try, and some Last Resorts that I want to try as well, but they're not totally done. Like even after 2 months, I can still keep skating these. The stitching is falling apart. It's losing its structure. So the bad part about that is that, like, even though it's held up through flip tricks and the outside cosmetics have held up pretty good, like the shoelaces are still even intact. Like there's some wear and tear clearly, but they're still intact. The thing about it is they're just running out of big bowls. Has you know, has their repercussions, has its impact, has its abuse to your feet, if you will. So like constantly diving your toes into the front of your shoe when you're running out of big transition does take its toll. And if you don't have a shoe that's very structured over time, that can be kind of just strenuous. You end up like almost rolling your toes a lot more. So I think I'll definitely get some more skate sessions out of these shoes, but yeah, I'm excited to try some, maybe those Last Resorts or Americas, or let me know down below what other like skate shoe companies do you think I should try out, because I'm always trying different shoes. I'm not really stuck on one pair in specific right now. There's definitely shoes I can say are my go-to and that I know I'm gonna love them, but I like mixing it up just for the factor of like changing the style and the cosmetics of shoes as well. Obviously it does play a big factor. Like this, I think it's called the Dura Cap, is the all black that I got, which is, you know, another cosmetic little layer to it. I think they were a little bit more because of that. Can't really remember, to be honest, but I'm willing to pay a little bit more if a shoe looks really cool, but if it doesn't function, kind of have to evaluate it if it's worth it for you. Like I said, I probably won't be buying these again, unfortunately, but I will be getting Vans again. I love Vans shoes. Let me know down below which ones I should try. Hey. It was Ruby's birthday the other day. She was 5 years old. I can't believe that. I've had you for 5 years. Pretty cool.
Not sure if you guys knew, but I got a pro model skateboard. I'm just kidding. My wife got me this, Erica got me this for our wedding gift. Pretty cool. It has all our memorabilia on a skateboard, which is pretty dope. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video on my Vans, the review. Normally I don't do product reviews, but essentially sometimes I feel like it's cool to like give you an update on how a product is treating me and if I would buy it again. So if you appreciate this video, make sure you smash that like button underneath down below. Subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you in the next one. Mash.